Test, test.
I need that.
Test, test. Test, test. Test, test. Test, test.
I need that, I need that, I need that.
All right, race fans, we're back with an ND2 Championship race coming to you live from MonticelloMotorClub. It's Friday, August 15th, and we are ready to race here in our ND2 Championship. We've got 5 cars on the grid today, the same usual suspects duking it out for the top of the points board. And I'm joined here in the booth today by championship racer and all-time all-star instructor, Jason Rabe. Jason, tell me how excited you are for this ND2 race.
Thanks for having me on, first off. Coming off an awesome day of instructing our members today. Looking forward to it, see what kind of momentum these guys are going to bring from VIR. Interesting battle down at VIR there for a bit. So we're going to see what the home track does to some of these guys.
I'll tell you, battle is one way to put it. I mean, we had a little bit of, shall we say, contact. Pace car's out, so these guys are no stranger to mixing it up on the track. So we're hoping for a cleaner race back on our home turf. We're hoping for a cleaner race. Paterno's out front on the pole. Alex Blaker outside front row. Mike Leo inside second row. Todd Ratura in the digital camo concrete machine out in New Jersey outside row 2. And Owen Barthelms all alone on row 3. I'm expecting a good start here. We've got lights out on the pace car to be green flag next time by. Who do you think's got the pace today, Jason?
Well, it's been these guys have been practicing all day, which is cool to see. Guys have been practicing all day here during the member day. Guys were close. They were within 2 seconds, I believe, of each other's lap time. So pretty interesting to see what's going to happen here.
Cars are through carousel now on their formation lap. We'll be gridding up here. They'll be getting tight and getting ready for the start here. Double file start as we head through Pine Tree. Crowd's on its feet. The clubhouse is just level full. Chef Steve down there taking care of everybody, getting ready for a big social dinner down there. Not too late if you want to hurry out to the club and get registered for our amazing dinner that's going to be in the clubhouse tonight. Stop in and say hi to Yonel and Jillian and Chef Steve and all the crew. Adrian down there, everybody. Roberta, we got the whole crew here waiting to serve an amazing dinner tonight right after the race. We've got 2 great races set up. We've got member challenge races tomorrow. So many things going on here at Monticello Motor Club. We'd love to have you guys out. Come out tomorrow, come out Sunday for a great day of driving. Get some private coaching with Jason Rabe. Head up to the kart complex with Mike Poe. As the cars head into the braking zone, headed up to switchback, we'll be back to green flag racing here in just a second. First time these guys have raced since VIR.
Yeah, and what's really cool about the ND2 series, you know, you get 5 cars or 35 cars, right? It's good action, it's good entertainment, you know, on the professional level, and you're at MMC. So it's going to be interesting to see these guys come off the VIR race, which was interesting. We had a little bit of contact and some close quarters racing there, but we're going to see what kind of momentum kind of plays out here today at the home field.
I tell you, I'm excited to see what this kid out in New Jersey, this Todd Ratura, man. I tell you what, we've been talking about letting Todd race all day. He's got the whole family here. So many people out to see the Ratura racing machine. He's starting in 4th, which, you know, I know is a little bit disappointing for him in the qualifying effort, but Todd has been very racy in these ND2 races so far this season. I'm expecting a lot out of this New Jersey kid. I'm hoping he has a good performance today.
Yeah, and it's going to be interesting to see what the track conditions are holding up today. It got pretty hot, humid, greasy. Guys were struggling for a little grip. So we'll see what plays out here with the track conditions.
All right, race fans, we're coming around. Final corner before we make the turn onto the South Straight. Lights are out on the pace car. Crowd is on its feet. And they're headed down now. Jason Lair manning the steering in that Toyota Supra pace car for Monticello. He'll be bringing them under the bridge here and diving into the pits and turning them loose. Morgan in the flag stand, waiting to give them the green.
All right, packed up and paired up.
Packed up, paired up, and it is green flag racing down into Montreal. Paterno leads the pack down in.
Good side-by-side going in the 4 and 5 here. And it looks like they single file out here. Looks like Eric in the lead, Blaker second, Mike Leo third.
Absolutely. There, you got the 4 cars up front. Barthelme's also keeping it close there in 5th place as Paterno leads them through Prudence, and lap 1 is underway. Your championship leader out front, leading from the pole.
Yeah, and it's going to, these guys got to keep the pressure on early. They got to keep the pressure on Eric early. I think that's going to really pay off. If they can kind of work together as that 3-pack, maybe get a little drafting on our long straightaways.
Yeah, the draft is going to be important, as always is with these Miatas. As they make the turn onto the main straight here, this is where the draft really starts to pay off. And you can see some of this fantastic coverage, the drone work, as well as the on-screen graphic where you can see the MyLap system showing you position and car number. And look at Rutura getting racy right up in Leo's. Now, Rutura showing us the meaning of drafting on that straightaway, just as you were just talking about, Ray.
Yeah, there it is. There's the bump draft going into the brake zone. That should give him some momentum going over switchback. Good elevation over there, quick left, right, down up through Cryptos here. And it looks like Alex Blaker's a little tighter here on Eric, giving him a little pressure down through Cryptos. And if Mike and Todd could get together here on the North Straight and the South Straight, we might have a bigger battle here. Owen doing a good job keeping it together.
Yeah, Blaker has definitely put the pressure on Paterno now. And I can tell you, none of these guys came here to come in second. Every one of these guys wants to be on the top step. And Paterno out front, he's an experienced racer, lots of poise. He's not easily rattled, but I tell you, this is going to be 25 minutes of close quarters racing because every one of these guys has the ability to get a run off a corner, to use that draft, and really make this race exciting. As they come around the final corner here, heading down to the stripe, putting lap number 1 in the books, let's watch as they head by this clubhouse. Again, the crowd is on its feet.
Yeah, looks like Eric was able to pull away just a little bit on the South Straight. I tell you what, if Todd's being smart there, hanging back and forth, kind of the catbird seat there. If these guys all start battling, he's going to be there. He's keeping his car a little bit cooler, tires a little cooler. It's kind of not a bad seat to be in.
Yeah, Todd Rutura being coached up today by John Ryan Lewis. Don't forget, you can call Concierge and book John Ryan Lewis to coach you as well. Check in with Jillian and Dustin at the Concierge desk to get your private coaching scheduled today.
And I think Mike Leo and Alex Blaker were working together a lot down at VIR. Some of that paid off. And, we'll see if they could keep it clean here, drafting together. But that's definitely going to play in their favor and kind of keep Eric in the mirrors.
I like how you call that working together, Jason. Is that what they're calling it these days? That's That's what Mike and Alex are doing, working together. I'm using air quotes when I say that. But they are definitely used to racing close. And Mike Leo is definitely using every bit of that Alex Blaker. Look at there. As Leo tries to show him the nose in the braking zone, take advantage of that draft, gets a little run, and gives Blaker something to think about in the braking zone. As they come over the top of switchback, Paterno still unconcerned out front as Paterno remains the race leader. Running order is unchanged.
And I tell you what, Owen is definitely keeping it honest here. I mean, these 5 are really, really tight. I don't know if we expected that out of everybody. It's awesome to see. They're all together here going up the North Straight.
Well, we're 5 minutes into this race, 20 minutes to go. And look at the top 3. You could throw a blanket over these guys as they come through old turn number 1. Big release outside using every bit of the track width. Paterno turns in pretty early there for the S's, really playing a defensive line. Blaker not exactly biting on it. These guys are, I mean, this is spec racing. All of these guys had to weigh in today. Their cars are weighed in. They're balanced and matched perfect. This is a battle of driver skill, not wallet, which is what makes spec racing so interesting and exciting.
Yeah, I tell you what, every time, we get to coach in an ND2, it's a lot of fun. We're smiling every time we get to drive these things. They're an absolute riot. And honestly, probably one of the most popular cars here at Monticello. And the field getting close here through patience and prudence with Mike Leo there holding the podium spot, 3rd place.
Tell you what, so far I've been really impressed. As you said a minute ago, Jason, this is a really good performance out of Owen Barthelms. He doesn't quite get as much driving time. He doesn't get quite as much racing time as some of these other drivers. And he is turning in really good lap times and keeping it really close. Even though he's in 5th, it's a respectable placement there as he's keeping close to the field. It's a really great turnout for Owen today so far.
Yeah, and the times, as you mentioned, Derek, times are tight, all within a second here.
Exactly.
So pretty awesome. Owen definitely found some pace here in the race, and honestly is still in a good spot. If him and Todd could kind of work together, getting a little draft, catching that top 3 there, I think we got plenty of time here, 18 minutes.
But so far, it is the Eric Paterno show, your points leader, showing the way as he comes around, headed up towards Kryptos. Leo closes the gap on Blaker, really giving Blaker something to think about now. Less than a car width. He dives outside. Leo taking the outside line. Blaker pushes him out, covers him off. Blaker covers him off and makes Leo go the long way around. That does not pay off, but Leo looking very racy here as we close in on the end of lap number 3. Blaker about to have more defense as Leo sticks it inside and clears Blaker in old turn number 1. Excellent racecraft out of Leo, really making that stick. Gave Blaker nothing. Blaker really had no defense there.
Yeah, and honestly, this is a smart move here. If it was me and my buddy out there drafting, we would switch it up, right? See who could lead a little stronger, a little better, and maybe that we could work together in the opposite order to catch the leader. So we'll see what happens now with Mike, taking the lead there, and Alex maybe taking the toe there, the draft. We'll see how that works out.
Yeah, it turns out maybe Leo can punch a little better hole in the air and get them both closer to the leader, as you pointed out. We're going to find out. We've got about 15 minutes left in this race as Paterno continues to set the pace. Blaker close on Leo there in 3rd and 2nd. And Ratura and Barthelms still totally not out of it as they're back not far behind as Barthelms really giving Ratura something to think about now. Excellent showing out of the Owen Barthelms group today. And as always, the Barthelms merchandise trailer is on fire. Barthelme's trucker hats, as always, a hot item in the pits. And this performance will no doubt move more merchandise. Melissa Barthelme's at home right now designing the new new muscle shirts for Team Barthelme's.
Yeah, I believe we got the Jinx apparel on the hotline going. So, but yeah, I mean, all within a second here still. It's going to be interesting if Todd and Owen could work together. Plenty of time left, 15 and a half minutes, which is still an eternity, especially at this track. It's a long lap. Good opportunity to get drafts and things like that, especially up here through Cryptos. Got to work together. I mean, these guys are really smart right now. Single file's the way to do it. Kind of work together. Just kind of log the laps, to the final stages.
Tell you, I would not have predicted that 10 minutes into this race, Owen Barthelme's in a position to put pressure on Todd Ratura, thinking about a pass as they head up the North Straight. That is an interesting turn of events. You got the Barthelme's family here. You got the Ratura family here. Everybody's here cheering on their driver as they come through old turn number 1 around our karting complex. Very busy out there today. Mike Poe working hard up there on the kart complex. As they make the turn on the South Straight, time is winding down in this race number 1. Owen still nice and tight to Ratura. Leo seeming to close the gap. Leo about 0.6 of a second off of Paterno right now. And Alex Blaker about a second, 1.2 seconds.
Yeah, and it looks like Mike is gaining slowly but surely on Eric here. It's going to be interesting to see what kind of tire deg Eric has been going through here, since he has been out front and laying some fast laps. But we're going to see as the time winds down. I think Alex and Mike are in a good spot here.
Round the carousel, you can see Lake Joseph in the background. What a fantastic shot by our Monticello media team. Dom and Chris Szczypala and Ray and Colin, everybody working hard to bring this fantastic race coverage to you. Every week the boys add some new tech. This week we've got the MyLaps map down in the lower left-hand corner. Shows you on-track progress of every car on track. Fantastic addition to our coverage. The world's premier automotive country club, bringing you the premier racing broadcast out of a private country club. Proud to be affiliated with these guys as we close in on the 12 minutes to go mark.
Yeah, and just the setting here at MonticelloMotorClub.
Gorgeous.
I mean, with the forest in the background, you kind of get lost in the trees here.
Green Hill.
Absolutely. Looks like Mike is again gaining. I mean, he's right there. We got plenty of time to get this done, and it looks like Owen has actually passed Todd there for 4th spot. So some good racing here. And we got one off.
It's the commentator's curse. Jason Rabe just put it on Owen Barthelme's. Way to go, Rabe. He says, "Hey, Owen, you're looking great out there," as Owen drives it off in hairpin. A little late on the brake, couldn't quite get it stopped. Ratura takes advantage, takes his position back, and opens a little gap on Owen as he couldn't quite make it there on hairpin. Meanwhile, Paterno has opened a little gap on Leo, and now Blaker is in position to give Leo some trouble. It looks like Leo might have used up a little bit of his assets there to make a run at Leo, and now Blaker is in position to take him down.
Yeah, and I mean, Eric's still clicking off really consistent laps, and that's how you do it. One of the hardest things to do is lead a race. We tell people that it looks a lot easier on TV than it is, but very hard to lead a race. A lot of pressure, trying not to look in the mirrors, and continue to hit your marks.
The last lap, Leo lost a second, and Blaker gained a half second to be only 1/10 off of Mike Leo's rear. So there is still a lot of time left. We're just barely past the halfway point. So anything can happen with the remaining 11 minutes in this race.
Yeah, and the top three still all within half a second there, a little over half a second. So super competitive racing here in these challenging conditions. I mean, it is really hot and humid out here. Pretty low grip in the brake zones all the way into the corner, especially in these ND2s. So it seems like Alex and Mike need to kind of work together here again. Give me some bump drafting going, a little drafting, close in on the brake zones, and start giving Eric some more pressure here. And there it is, as second and third close in a little bit on first. The brake zone. Now they're going to be close enough to kind of work together here. Top three pulling away there from Todd and Owen. Todd and Owen still in a battle for fourth, fifth there as they go through up to the North Straight.
You know, Jason, the great thing about having stellar coverage like this, streaming live to the world all over the interwebs, is not just the crowd that's here is feeling the excitement, but you've got thousands of people around the country watching from home, right? You've got, you've got Kyle over there, and you got Patrick over here, and you got Ryan out there. People at Monterey Car Week watching this in California. The crowds, it really is a testament to how excellent this production is. Everybody wants a piece of this Monticello racing action. And we are now closing in on the final stages of this race. 8 minutes to go. We'll be looking at the white flag here in not too long. About 3 more laps till we get to the white flag as Paterno continues to lead. Leo and Blaker continue to try to get something going. I don't know, Rabe. They're going to need something. I don't know, a magic hat, a rabbit's foot, a horseshoe. I don't know what they're going to need, but they need something to close the gap.
Yeah, maybe 50 extra horsepower on the back straight here, too. Mike's going to have to give it, it's going to have to be this lap here, apply a little more pressure. Eric's doing a heck of a job hitting his marks, staying consistent, staying out in the lead. But yeah, Mike's got a little distance now between him and Alex, so that may be for the better here if he could just get in the draft of Eric and close it on the brake zone.
You know, speaking of 50 extra horsepower, these are spec cars, so of course it would be against the rules to add horsepower to these cars. But if your street car or your race car, not an ND2, needs 50 extra horsepower, please contact Frankie in the service center and have Monticello's Service Center take a look at your engine. We'll get it on the dyno and get you the 50 extra horsepower you need as soon as possible. 1, 2, 3 through the hairpin. You can throw a blanket over these guys. They're so close. And here comes Rotura. There goes Barthelms. Barthelms still having a great race despite the 4 off in hairpin. Leo again trying to close the gap with late braking on Eric Paterno. Let's see if these two guys, if Lego Man and the Painted Pony, can give Swifty Swiss any kind of business in the late stages here.
Yeah, realistically, it looks like about 2.5 laps left with the time remaining here. Mike's still keeping Eric honest here as they come onto the front south straight here. Skid pad also looking good in the aerial view. It's one of my favorite spots here at MonticelloMotorClub for car control.
Oh, the skid pad is heart of car control. I tell you, it's the best piece of pavement on Monticello's campus. Always needing people to get more work on the skid pad. Car's looking good. Paterno leads them up into turn number 3. Leo getting a little bit racier. As the race winds down, we're going to find out who. Everybody's going to have to share their cards here in just a few minutes.
Yeah, Mike actually just went about 4/10 quicker. And there he has a moment mid-carousel, rolling a lot of entry speed there, trying to get it done here. But yeah, of course, keeping Eric honest here, looking in the mirrors, it gives Alex a little shot on Mike now, and then he had a little moment in carousel. But still a chance here. I mean, these guys are super tight, super close.
5 minutes to go. We're probably one more time by the stripe, and then it'll be white flag conditions, headed to the checker. So about 2.5 laps left in this race. The group on the backstretch still really close through the kink. Max speed as everybody's looking to hit their marks. Everybody wanting the other drivers to make a mistake. As Barthelm's showing the nose to Ratura, giving him something to think about in the braking zone. Owen Barthelm's looking really racy, trying an over-under there up to switchback. Not quite close enough to pull it off, but he definitely has Todd Ratura's full attention.
Yeah, now the battle's on. The heat's on Eric here for the lead. Mike and Alex closing the gap in. Heck of a run through the hairpin. Now it looks like Mike's got a chance here. Mike and Alex absolutely have a chance. And if it doesn't go well, then Todd and Owen have a shot to get on the podium here. If all else, I mean, they're still in the mix. I mean, these guys are only a corner away.
It wouldn't be the first time we saw a guy out of the podium finish on the top step because of something that happened before him. So not wishing any ill will on these drivers, but we just want some competitive racing here as Blaker and Leo close the gap on Eric Paterno, the current points championship leader. And this time by, we are not white flag. I believe white flag will be next time by. So one more lap to go. 2 more laps left in the race, ladies and gentlemen. 2 laps to go. White flag next time by.
And these guys are absolutely giving it their all right now, especially in the brake zones. Really impressive to see these guys go so deep into the brake zone, especially with the low grip and greasy conditions here. Still a good battle here, a good race. Anything's up for the podium right now.
Alex Blaker's best time so far is a 2:39.143. Mike Leo's got a 2:39.073. And Paterno sitting on a 0.55. I mean, these lap times are incredibly close and incredibly consistent. All of these drivers having been coached by Monticello professional instructors this season, and it's really paying off. If you are sitting at home and you're thinking to yourself, man, I want to be fast like Eric Paterno, call Jillian or Dustin at Concierge today and book your coaching as soon as possible, and we'll get you on the podium here at Monticello Motor Club.
And looks like Alex and Mike were faster. And there we go, battle for 4th spot still, going up the switchback.
Oh, and trying that over-under again.
Yeah, cool to see Owen battling out here. He's also got down to the 239s, which is absolutely flying around here in a Mazda ND2. Now the battle's really tight. Coming off a hairpin. Mike's got a chance. Alex got a chance. This is some really, really good action here.
We have got a race, ladies and gentlemen. Leo on the outside. Can't do it. He's going to try the over-under, but it's not going to be good enough. But he definitely has got pressure on Paterno. Paterno's a poised racer, but I'll tell you, the pressure is going to mount here as we have about a lap and a quarter to go. Blaker also looking inside. As we turn onto the South Straight, it's white flag this time by. White flag is in the air. Morgan in the corner, up in the flag stand, showing him the 1 to go sign this time by.
Top 3 within 2/10.
Blaker all over Mike Leo's bumper. Blaker no doubt getting a little frustrated as Leo plays cork in the bottle there. He will not let Blaker through. And now the race is on. It's the final race, final lap. And look at Morgan with the 1 lap to go sign. Morgan signaling to everyone, including these drivers, 1 lap to go. White flag in the air, checkers in hand next time by.
Get a top 3 all within 2/10 of a second that last time by. Pretty impressive stuff. Good spec racing here. At Monticello. They've done a really good job up at the service center, teching the cars, scaling the cars, doing the pump out, making sure everyone's within the rules. We got a huge rule book here, for our ND2 series. So it's pretty cool to see. And Mike's got a good run off of the hangar. Going to be able to get in the draft here. I think he's going to show him something here. It's kind of all or nothing. He's got a good run.
He's going to have to lean on those brakes here. He's going to really have to go for it. That's a good move there. He's going to try to tuck it in. They're door to door, but he's going the long way around. Paterno covers him off and holds him at bay through the switchback for the last time through the switchback. Coming now, heading up to Cryptos. Paterno still out front. Paterno holding Leo off. Paterno just leaning on that left front right now. These Fliss Performance Miatas really standing up to the abuse. All 3 of these drivers have been getting after it all season long. And it looks like Paterno is going to be able to defend his points championship and his top step of the podium as Leo and Blake are not in position to make any waves right now. 2 turns to go before the stripe. Morgan on the flag stand, checkered flag in hand. Final turn. Paterno hits his marks, sees the checkered flag under the bridge this time for the final time in this race. Morgan on the checkers, and Paterno across the stripe for the race win.
Yeah, that was some good racing. I mean, arguably the best race, closest race we've had all season as Owen and Todd come through in 4th and 5th. But some really good racing here today with the top 3. I mean, that was pretty awesome to watch. Pretty evenly spread there the whole time.
You can see how, they say iron sharpens iron. You can see how the 3 pulled away from 4th and 5th right there as they were really all 3 pushing hard and really encouraging each other to get the most out of the car. Opened a huge gap there, but it was not enough to get around your points leader, Eric Paterno. Paterno finishes on the top step, Leo on the 2nd step, Blaker on the 3rd step. These are provisional results. And we'll be back with race 2 in just a few moments.
focus? Is it in focus? How's
All right, everybody's rolling off the grid. We are back for race 2, live from MonticelloMotorClub, the world's premier automotive country club. Alex, Mike, Leo completely ignoring the blend line. I'm sure that's going to give Taylor some heartburn. Even though he was told to ignore the blend line, still going to give Taylor some heartburn. Eric Paterno on the pole, following Jason Layer in that Supra pace car, followed by Mike Leo in outside front row, then Alex Blaker on row 2, Owen Barthelm's on row 2, and Todd Ratura all by himself on row number 3. Doing a lap and a half of formation here as Jason Layer leads them capably around the track. And that amazing BMW engineered Toyota Supra. Jason, I'm ready for an amazing dinner in the clubhouse. How are you feeling about what Chef Steve's got put together for this crowd, this amazing race crowd we have for the social dinner tonight? I tell you, today's the day, man. We have Chamber of Commerce weather. We had a full complement of members here today practicing for this ND2 race and the Member Challenge race tomorrow. We've got ND2 races Friday night. We've got social dinner in the clubhouse Friday night. Member Challenge races all day Saturday. The excitement never stops at Monticello. We're into August, and, you know, it won't be long before the leaves are turning and summer will be but a faint memory. Jason Rabe got a little tear in his eye, thinking about the good old days of early 2025. What do you think, Jason?
Yeah, just excited to see race 2 action here. See if any strategy changes up with Mike and Alex second and third. Maybe they could work together, a little more strategy there. But yeah, I mean, the conditions are cooling off, so the track is a little bit quicker. Lap time should be almost qualifying times right now. I mean, and the guys are only getting the craft better for race 2, you would think.
I'm hoping so. I tell you, I think these crew chiefs got together, you know. Fresh tires, I don't know. Paterno probably draining fuel with a siphon out there, an old school mouse siphon, trying to get the weight down.
Yeah, I heard they're gonna have Max Perfect stagger special tires. Is that what they said?
Match Perfect staggered special. If you go outside, it will hold. It will.
Yeah, I didn't see Darrell Walter burning up his tires in race 1. So we'll see what these guys come up with here. I know they could win Daytona. I just know it in my heart.
Well, you got Harry Hogg on the pit wall down in the south pit right now, trying to keep everything on lock. So we're excited to see what's going to happen in the second race. We're looking for some strategy changes as you get that beautiful view of the Catskill Mountains here in upstate New York, the Hudson River Valley. Just fantastic greenery. It almost kind of reminds you of the Eifel Mountains there around Nuremberg, you know?
Like you mentioned in great race 1. It's like the Green Hell, right? Germany. I mean, it's just, yeah, you just get lost in the forest here. You know, the beautiful forest in the background. Great sight pictures.
Reminds me of that time I was going through Berg work at the Niki Lauda barbecue, and I thought to myself, don't get lost here. You got a triple left-hander coming up. Now, we're going to turn 1, old turn 1 with Eric Paterno. Eric Paterno on the pole. Just a little inside joke there for you, if you're familiar with it. German racing lore. Around old turn 1, Jason Layer's got the lights out on the pace car. And we will be racing here in just a moment as they come through the S's. Leo looking especially racy on the inside there, trying to give Paterno something to think about as we make the final turn, heading towards the bridge. Morgan's got the green flag in his hand. Layer ready to dive in the pits. As race 2 is about to be underway, They get to the blend line. Lair stacking the field, backing them up.
Yeah, they're packed up and paired up here. Let's see if they could give him Eric a run here in a 4.
Critical, almost 3 wide. Retura trying to root in there a little bit. Oh, we got a race right off the bat. Turn 1 looking good. Retura and Barthelms. Retura gets a good run out of Montreal and takes the fight upfield now to Blaker in 3rd place.
Yeah, I mean, that's exactly what Eric wanted there. Those guys battling that way. He could try to check out here as Mike and Alex here 2nd, 3rd. But, yeah, I mean, single file already, which is good for these guys. They could start to kind of hit their marks with Todd trying to round the outside. Nice. Oh, and he's getting squeezed off.
And Blaker covers him off.
Yeah, that's going to be an interesting one. Didn't really leave him too much racing room there. So I'm sure Todd's going to come back with a little bit of extra motivation here to get a podium spot.
He's going to be motivated for something, I tell you, as he chases down Barthelms and Blaker right now. Mike Leo, again, setting his sights on that Swifty Swiss Paterno machine out front. The blue and white with the yellow wheels, the Paterno Championship machine. Leo's got to run into the braking zone using that toe. He always goes outside, which is, as you know, the long way around. I don't know. Paterno really good at defending that inside.
Yeah, and Mike's got to try to switch up the strategy there. Maybe try going to the right side next time. But change up the racecraft a little bit. He's still got a good run going in the hairpin here. And that gives Alex a good chance to close back in on the top 2 here. But definitely a little closer than race 1's action here.
Yeah, Leo definitely being a little bit more aggressive in the early stages here, which is, you know, as a race fan, you love to see it. But also, you love to see it.
Yeah, there goes Eric in the middle there going into turn 1. Wow, okay, good battle there. Owen and Todd there for 4th spot. Side by side coming down into the S's. Owen's still there. Makes it. Todd makes a nice pass there. Clear, not over yet. They're not done yet. Still side by side. Coming onto the South Straight. Looking good. As they're dropping wheels in front, we got some good action here. I mean, really, really good battling.
Barthelms withstands the pressure and gets the run onto the South Straight and makes it work. As the concrete king of North Jersey looks inside at Montreal, but he doesn't have enough. But taking aggressive angles there as the top 3 remain unchanged, headed to Prudence.
Yeah, going to be interesting to see here if Eric can still defend him, hold him off. Just got to get his head down, hit his marks, try to check out again. But they're evenly spaced here as they go in the carousel. Really, really good job on Alex's part getting back in there. I mean, he fell back there, had the little battle. Owen and Todd also close coming through Pine Tree now.
Retura looks like he is much more motivated now, driving a much more aggressive and racy line out there. And like you said, to your point, Jason, I believe Paterno should just take his rearview mirror and, man, big oversteer there for Retura. He is touching dirt on both sides of the track. A little oversteer yaw as he heads onto the main straight. That compromises his exit speed and allows Owen Barthelms to open a little gap.
Yeah, it looks like might have a little more oversteer this race for Todd. Cutting a little bit of the grass, too. I know we do tell him that we don't pay him to cut the grass. I know we do tell him that in the driver's meeting. But still a good battle up front. Kind of nose to tail here. First, second, third as they come up through Kryptos. One of the highest speed corners of the racetrack. And Mike's still close. Mike Leo's still real close in the brake zone. That's probably one of his strongest sections of the track. That's where he seems to close in on Eric each lap.
Yeah, and he gets this run going up top, but Eric, master of defense. I mean, you know, you got the Barthelms here, big fans of Sergio Perez, the minister of defense. It looks like Paterno trying to take that crown away from Checo. He's always perfectly positioned to make Mike Leo go long way around, and that is hurting Mike Leo's top step aspirations. Excellent drone work out of Szczypala and the media crew here. Dom in the director's chair. Everybody working hard to bring you fantastic coverage of these ND2 races as they go under the bridge into Montreal. The gap between these lap times are amazing. These guys are really looking good and really getting after it. So Mike Leo headed into the main straight here, going for his patented go around the outside strategy moves. It seems to be a signature move, taking the long way around every time. Maybe, hey, Mike, possibly you might think about diving towards the inside. Maybe, I don't know. Call me crazy. Nope, there it is. Looking outside. Mike loves going outside, boy. It's been working awesomely for him so far, so he's just going to keep doing it. Doing great there. We love it. We like Mike Leo. He's a big fan of Mike Leo here at MonticelloMotorClub. So, still, though, you could throw a blanket over 1, 2, 3 right now. Rotura still all over Owen Barthelms, but Barthelms showing a lot of poise here. These two racers, Rotura and Barthelms, really turning in a great performance. What a day of racing. And look at Leo get that toe up. Now watch him as he breaks to the outside. Never content to do things the easy way. Mike Leo always looking to do it the hard way. He likes to earn his positions.
Yeah, and Eric does a pretty good job of keeping that truck, or that car as wide as a truck going into turn one. Also in the South Straight. Good job defending. Clean defending there. They all are within about 4.5 seconds still. 17 minutes left. This race is a lot closer. Race 2, they are all on the front straightaway here, going under the bridge. Top 5 are even tighter. So we got Owen and Todd actually closing in on the top 3 here a little bit. The gap shrunk by at least 0.3. So they're actually in podium contention here still, too. It's way early.
It is way early for any kind of finishing here, but these guys are all setting up for a big finish, a big push towards the end. And this is, look at this move through carousel here. All these guys really putting it in.
Top 5 battle.
Blaker, yeah, I mean, these guys, you know, the clock is on, man. This is a fixed 25-minute race. All three of these guys. Leo right in the middle of that sandwich, man. Trying to close on Paterno, but also defending against Blaker. That is where racing excitement oh, man, yeah, big move there. Owen had dropped his outside wheel, got super wiggly. Retura backed out of it. Leo, again, with that super outside move, working as good as it always does. Leo looking great. But, man, let's check in on Barthelmes and Retura. Barthelmes had a little moment. He gathered it up, but really had to check out of the throttle, and that allowed Retura to get around. Retura had momentum and did not touch Barthelmes. Credit to Todd Retura for getting that done cleanly, as Owen had a little moment right in front of him.
And the top five still tighter, still closer than race one here. So good battle up front, top three, and good battle in here for fourth and fifth. I tell you what, that's impressive is the consistency, the lap times from all these guys. Basically each lap within a second, at most second and a half each lap. So that's pretty impressive by our member drivers here. Putting it down here for consistency. Really, really good lap times. Some quick lap times we got here. And again, pretty much even gap, about 5 seconds between 5 cars. So again, really, really good action here. Good battling as Todd and Owen come through the carousel, searching for that top 3 there as they go through Pine Tree. It's looking like, and same even gap here, even gap. Mike Leo really good in all the brake zones. Trying to catch Eric in all the brake zones, doing a really good job. We'll see if any of them could kind of get a little draft here. Usually after the kink here, it starts to get really, really drafty here. So punched a hole big hole in the air here, getting in the draft all the way to the brake zone. And looking like Owen trying to make a move on Todd.
Owen, yeah, it shows him the nose, but Todd did close it down there and did not let Owen through. Really good racing all over the track here, man. The top 3 and the 4th and 5th, all racing for position. Really consistent lap times.
Halfway. Did you get our halfway Gillette Razor halfway award?
Gillette Razor halfway done. Brought to you by Gillette, the best a man can get. As Blaker shows inside now, Blaker closing up on Mike Leo. Paterno, unconcerned out front. Swifty Swiss, Lego and the Painted Pony better figure something out if they want to change the results of this race. Blaker all over the bumper of that Mike Leo machine. The lit racing car getting extra wide, elbows out as Blaker cannot get the pass done. Leo much better at defending than he is of making passes. Oh, wow. Look at that. Todd Retura not having it.
Good attempt here. It was a good attempt.
"11 minutes left in this race, and Retura still holding court over Barthelmes.
Yeah, they're going to have to start to work together here if they want to catch that, at least the podium position here. Mike Leo with a good run exiting hangar. This might be one of his best shots after the kink going into the back straight brake zone. Mike is there close enough to get in that draft as Blaker has fallen behind in that 3rd spot.
And Leo setting up for the move to the outside. As you can see him start to moving to the left, and he just drives it off out there on the left, Mike Leo style. Now watch Owen Barthelms getting a toe and getting a great move. Barthelms makes it stick this time.
Yeah, that was well executed that time. Owen with a great pass. It's really good to see Owen out there and Todd battling there. Some good action out back. Mike with a good run again in the break zone of the hairpin. Closing the gap each time, coming onto that north straightaway there. Oh, side-by-side action there in the hairpin. Again, a little contact. A little bit of side-by-side action, a little back and forth.
Wow, and they're door-to-door going up North Straight. Those two guys not wanting to finish in fifth. And look at here, as Mike Leo gets up and tries to get door-to-door with Eric Paterno. We got a race here, kids.
Yeah, probably the closest it's been all race here. A lot more action in race 2 here. So, again, Mike got a good run into the break zone here, the South Straight. Keeping Eric honest coming through Montreal here. Alex definitely lost a little ground. Todd and Owen side by side as they come down through Montreal. Those guys are fighting hard for that 4th spot as Todd takes over. It's still a good battle out front here. Good action out front in the top 3. The gap is about only 1.4 seconds between the top 3. And we got 8 minutes, about 8 minutes remaining here. So roughly 3.5 laps. That's a long lap here at Monticello. Long, challenging lap. All different style corners here. But again, top 3 very tight. Real good action up front.
Yeah, this race looking good, man. 8 minutes to go. 8 minutes to go as these top 3 drivers turn onto the backstretch. Leo not quite in the draft, but he's still getting a little bit of a toe down the backstretch. Blaker breaking contact with the draft. Meanwhile, Owen Barthelms definitely in the draft. Now, Barthelms made the pass here earlier, but couldn't hold it in hairpin as they got door-to-door. Paterno just continues to rip off consistent, repeatable, reliable laps, not folding under pressure, not making mistakes, not leaving the door open for Leo at any time. A little wobble there out of Leo, not his best exit. Retur still holds court in 4th place.
Yeah, and you know what's interesting is Mike Leo with the fastest lap time of the race. Just goes to show you it's one thing to be able to catch a guy in a whole nother ball game to pass a competitor. Racecraft is so important, so key. Lap times are one thing, but racecraft is a whole nother thing. So Mike's got to try something else here. Got to try an inside move, maybe down in the South Straight or at the end of the back straight. Alex Blaker now closing in the gap of 2nd there. He's close enough to get a draft, get a toe. They could work together. I mean, they do have enough time to catch Eric. So they definitely have to work together, not against each other. Is Mike going wide?
Leo really late
way,
on the
way
brakes.
wide.
That's going to mess him up. Leo way late on the brakes, barely got the braking zone done. Left the door open for Blaker, but Blaker wasn't quite in position to make advantage of that. Leo almost blew it there in the back of the braking zone. And you see now Blaker's on him. I mean, Leo in a little bit of trouble due to that late braking into turn 1.
Yeah, we'll see if they, do some VIR working together here. That'll be a lot better for these guys. Again, now Eric's starting to pull away on the 2nd and 3rd place guys here. 5 minutes remaining. 5 minutes remain. So still time to get it done. I mean, there's going to be about 2 laps here. 2 laps left, 2.5. Eric checking out. Again, not the fastest car on track, but definitely the most consistent in that clean air as well. That's helping.
So we got two different races going on here. We got a race in top 3, and then we've got this race here for 4th and 5th. Definitely racing for position. Our Owen Barthelm's thinking about it again, having mastered the draft. He looks outside. Let's see if he can try to get a little over-under going there. As we check in on the other guys over at Cryptos, Paterno has opened a gap. You know what I think's missing from Mike Leo's race? He has not turned on his four-ways yet. Now, Mike Leo typically races with the four-ways on. I think he's saving that for a little bit later. I don't know what he's saving it for because there's only 5 minutes left in this race. If he's going to go four-ways, he needs to switch them on soon.
Yeah, I'd say the four-ways, and he's got to get the radio head pumping, right? I mean, he's got to get the radio turned on, get the tunes cranking. There we go. Battle for second. Heat is on now. Heat is on. They still have time here as Alex closes in the gap, and Mike. Still a good run. Good run coming onto the South Straight here. Eric's got to be perfect for at least another 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, it would be white flag. Next time by, Morgan set up now. Blaker in better position now to take advantage of a Leo mistake, but this time Leo gets the braking done, gets an excellent clean line through Montreal. Leaves Blaker nothing to look at.
Yeah, still time to get it done for that first position, first spot. They're going to have to work hard here. They're going to have to work really hard. Brake zones have been really good with the second and third place guys. Closing in the gaps, closing in the gap in pretty much all the brake zones. Eric seems to get apex and off the corner really well. And again, consistency, right? Consistency wins. So he's laying it down. Consistent laps pretty much all day. Good job managing the conditions. Race 1 was a little greasier, a little more slick. Now that we got a little cooler temps, track conditions a little bit better. Tires are not better as Blaker gets a run there in the draft.
Leo under extreme pressure here into the brake zone. What's Blaker got for him?
Yeah, he's going to have to get the move done. I mean, over switchback. Maybe they could swap order and then see if they could catch Eric. See if it'll be the reverse order. Maybe Alex takes the lead from Mike, and they could maybe close in the gap. And there we go. I mean, still pretty evenly gapped. Again, Mike will probably close in on the brakes a little bit coming into the hairpin here. Still time to get it done, as we'll most likely see the white flag next lap. Eric's still with a solid lead up the North Straightaway here.
Yeah, it's back to the same as we had in the first race. Somebody's going to need a horseshoe, a rabbit's foot, a magic hat. I don't know. They need something because Paterno is just putting on a clinic out there of how to maintain a lead. White flag this time by as they come around the last turn, headed to the bridge. Morgan will have the 1 to go sign out. And we are 18 corners away from crowning the winner of race 2. 1 to go as Morgan's up in the stand.
Eric's still with a solid lead. All within, top 3, all within 0.3 of a second. So it's going to be tough to get it done unless Eric has a real issue or. All right, there goes Todd on Owen again going into turn 4 in the Montreal.
Morgan killing it up in the flagger stand with the 1 lap to go sign. Nobody's done it better. I mean, nobody can hold up that 1 lap to go sign quite like Morgan. Checker flag in hand next time by as the leaders go through carousel for the last time down into Pine Tree. It has been a more exciting race, but ultimately it's going to turn out the same way.
Well, we'll see if let's see if Mike tries the inside rather than the outside. If he does get a run going up to switchback.
I was checking the paperwork. I believe it's in Mike Leo's contract to not try the inside. He can only go outside. Per his membership contract, he's required to go outside. Let's see.
Want to rework that
Exactly. I don't know.
Try to rework that contract as he is catching up. Though.
Can you say contract renegotiation? Mike Leo up through switchback. Hold. Oh, we got a Barthelm's joint here. Barthelm's and Ratura. Barthelm's also trying to take the outside. Can he outbrake as these guys are door to door in the braking zone? And he does it about as good as Mike Leo.
Good racing.
Good racing. Excellent race. Clean racing out of all 5 of these drivers.
Absolutely. Not many mistakes from all 5 of our drivers here, hitting their marks so far.
Leaders going up the North Straight for the final time.
Yeah, and it looks like Eric's just got 3 more corners to go. Again, Mike closes in on the brakes. I mean, he's got the big brake kit in there, I think, for today. He's got the mega brake package in there. But again, I mean, coming down in the S's, again, he's going to send it in there. 1 more corner to go. I mean, top 3 are super, super close. I mean, some of the best racing we've had all year at Monticello.
That's what you get out of these spec races, right? You have quality drivers, quality coaches, quality cars prepped by a quality service center equals exciting racing. As Paterno takes the checkered flag in race 2, Paterno on the top step, Leo on the second step, and Blaker finishing in P3. Morgan grabbing a gear on that checkered flag for this 4th and 5th place. Morgan with the checkers, waving over the top. Oh my gosh, I've never seen flag work like what Morgan's doing in that flag stand today.
Yeah, he's going to have to ice that wrist.
There's no doubt. I mean, there's a little Tommy John surgery probably after that. I mean, there's no telling. Carpal tunnel, Tommy John, who knows? But that was a great race. Listen, everyone, join us in the gallery. If you're on site, make sure you're in the dining room, not the gallery, the clubhouse for our podium ceremony coming up in mere moments. Thanks for watching, everyone. From the world's premier automotive country club, Monticello Motor Club.